In this video we're going to learn how to add images and links to our web page, because let's face it, the internet would be a pretty boring place if every single website simply consisted of titles, headings, paragraphs and heading 2s. I've changed my website a little bit to try and make it a bit more interesting for me to make. Making a website about something random really doesn't help. When you're learning to do this, see if you can choose a subject which you're interested in and make a web page on that. If you're interested in sport, fashion, games, football, make a web page on something you're really interested in. It'll help you in finding things that you're interested in. It'll make you want to make it. So how have I changed my web page? I've obviously changed the title to Mr. C's LFC web page, and I've made a page about Liverpool Football Club. I've got some headings, some heading 2s, so some subheadings, and I've got a more detailed explanation of what my website's about. I'm ready to put an image in here to make things more interesting. What I'd like is an image just there of a Champions League win of 2005. First thing you need to do is find an image. I found an image just here, and I'd like to insert it into my web page, but you can't copy and paste things into your web page. The internet just simply doesn't work like that. You've got to save the image, and it has to be saved in the same folder that you're creating your web page in. So if I go to save this image, I'm going to save this in the same folder that I'm creating things in. Really important you do this. It's also important that you don't accept the internet's version of what that image needs to be called, because that is a quite ridiculous name, and I don't want to have to type that in every time I want to see this image on the page. So I'm going to change the name of that image to something a little bit more manageable. You can see it's a PNG image. This is Portable Network Graphics format, and it's a very good format for images on the internet. It loads very quickly, and it has other things that it can do which are quite good as well. So I'm going to save this image into my folder as LFC 2005 win. Let's have a look back at my web page then. I'm going to enter the image just here, and you do that with an image source tag. Image, IMG, source, which means where it's coming from, SRC, and in speech marks we'll put the name of the image. You need to put the file extension of the image as well. Now I pointed out that this was a PNG file. That's just the type of file. It was on the internet when I saved it. If you don't put that in there, the computer won't be able to find the image, because it won't be able to identify it in that folder. When you've got quite a lot going on a web page, your folders could be full of all sorts of images, and the computer will need to find exactly what you're looking for. I think I've done that correctly. Image source equals LFC 2005 win.png. You'll notice that this image source tag doesn't need finishing. It's one of those tags that doesn't need finishing, and that should be enough to display the image on the page. So let's save it, press the website on the other side, and you can see the image has been inserted into my web page. Let's say we wanted a link to the Liverpool Football Club website. Websites work because we link different pages in our own sites, and we provide links for our users so that they can go to similar sites of interest. As my site is a Liverpool Football Club website, it makes good sense to have a link to the Liverpool page. To create a link, you need to use a tag called href. href equals, and in speech marks you need to include the HTTP address of the website you're interested in. Inserting this bit is really important. The correct way to enter a link into any piece of software, including Notepad++, is to put that prefix in there first, http://, then you can start putting the www address in. Links won't work without it. And my favourite website is liverpoolfc.tv. So one thing I need to do though is between these A tags I need to put a link so that people can click on it, because at the moment that will provide me with a reference to the Liverpool page but won't actually provide someone with a link to click on. So in between these A tags you can see the A tag has been started there, it finishes there. In the middle here we're going to say, I'm going to put click here for the Liverpool FC official site. If I could spell it correctly that might be helpful. Okay, let's see if it works. So we've used an ahref equals tag, and we've ended the A tag at the end of it. In between the A tag we've got what should be a link. Let's have a look. Save it on one side, refresh it on the other, pick up to the top. How can I tell this is a link? Well, all the links on the internet automatically get underlined, and when you hover over them with your mouse turns into a little pointy hand, like it's a button and you're just about to click it. So when we click the button, it goes to our web page. I've tested my link, I know it works. Try now to make a website about something you're interested in with a few headings. Insert some images using image source, and insert some links to your favourite sites with ahref equals.